Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. On this tutorial I want to show you how I decorated a two-tiered buttercream cake. This is not a regular design I usually do, right? So I thought to show you guys, just in case you have two-tiered buttercream cake, you can refer to this video and do it seamlessly like I did in this tutorial. And here is sending you hugs and kisses. Thank you for your likes, comments, shares on my previous videos. Your comments means a lot. Thank you. So you can see here that we have a PVC pipe and a stacking board, right? So here you want to ensure that the PVC pipe and your cake, your top tier cake, is almost the same, right? And then you're going to heat up the PVC pipe with a lighter on your gas oven, and then put it in the middle, just like I did. You can reverse it a bit and see what I was talking about. Though I did not show you that part, I just showed you the way it was, right? And then of course you're going to start stacking your cake on it, right? It's as simple as that. It's not something difficult that you will do. Of course it's something you can do, right? The PVC pipe, it's I got them from an electrical shop. Then the stacking board is from a baking shop, right? Most bakers shop have the stacking board. Just ensure that it is centralized, right? So that you can just stack your cake in it. And this is to help you lift it up after decorating to the base tier when you're eventually done, right? So it's as simple as that. Just watch it, learn it. If you have questions, please kindly drop them in the comments, and I will sure respond to them like I always do. I always respond to comments on my channel, except I don't see it. That is when I won't respond. But when I see your comment, just rest assured that I'll respond to it. So this cake, it's about 4 layers, right? Not entirely 4 though, because from the other last layer I removed a bit from it because I felt it was too high for the top tier, right? So you can see how seamless is going. Just ensure that your PVC pipe and your stacking board are well centralized, and then you just stack your cake on it. Of course, there are different methods of making a two-tiered cake. So this is just one method. A two-tiered buttercream cake, of course, this is just one method. So whichever works for you, you can watch several videos on it and then try it out. If this is helpful to you, please kindly let me know in the comments, right? I will sincerely appreciate your comments, your likes, your shares. So you can see here that you can already lift it up. And of course, you want to ensure that the PVC pipe, right, will go directly into the base tier without sticking out. For example, if your base tier is 8 inches tall and then your top tier is 7 inches tall, like the height, right? That is about 7 plus 8 is about 15, assuming that is the height of your cake. So you want to ensure that your PVC pipe is 12 inches. So you need to estimate the height of your cake, right? You don't necessarily have to stack the cake before you start it. No. Just estimate the height of your cake and then remove about 3 inches from the PVC pipe, so that when you eventually put the top tier on it, right, you can insert the pipe through the to the base tier, right, and then it will be hidden. So this is just to avoid your PVC pipe from sticking out, right? So for example, if your cake is 6 inches high for the both tiers, right, that's 12. 6 plus 2 is 12. Then you're going to make your PVC pipe 9 inches long, right? I hope you understand. If you don't understand, please kindly drop it in the comments, and I would explain better, right? Of course, after stacking your cakes on it, you're going to stream it, very important, and then you're going to crumb coat it just like so. It is as easy as that, very easy and seamless. If you can decorate a 1-tier buttercream cake, you can actually decorate a 2-tiered buttercream cake. The process is the same, right? It's just the same. Of course, you're going to take your time. You don't need to be in a hurry, because any mistake here can affect the entire cake. So just take your time and ensure that everything is seamless, just like this. And then after crumb coating, you're going to apply the top layer. One thing I don't do is to economize buttercream. I just do it as generously as possible. Well, some bakers love to economize it well. I don't know how to do that, so you can see that I'm generously applying the buttercream on it, right? And then, of course, after applying it, you're going to seal it up. You're going to smoothen it out, and your buttercream cake will be as beautiful as ever. If you've watched my video to this length, it means you like it. It means you are learning something. Please kindly let me know in the comments. Kindly comment, of course, like, share, drop your questions if you have any. And I have lots and lots of videos, especially if you are seeing my tutorial for the first time. I have a lot of video on cake decorating, right? Be it buttercream, whipped cream, fondant especially. I have a lot of tutorials on that, on a 2-tiered fondant cake, 3-tiered fondant cake, 5 tiers, 7 tier. You would find it on my page, so kindly go through it and learn. If you have questions, just drop it in any of the comments of the particular video you watch. I usually get notification from YouTube and I would respond to your questions, right? Please, if you have questions, ask them directly under the comments. I don't appreciate people bringing comments from YouTube to my Instagram, right, or my Facebook. Just ask your question directly, because the reason is that when you come to my YouTube and my other social medias to ask questions, I wouldn't really know the video you're referring to, and I have a lot of videos here, so I may not be able to answer your question. But when you ask the question in the comment section of the particular video you watched, I will be able to respond to it. Or when you come to my other social medias to ask questions, I may not exactly know the particular video you're referring to, so I would appreciate you you drop your comments on the particular video you're watching, right? Thank you so much. I will sincerely appreciate that, right? Thank you so much. Thank you. So of course, you know that after smoothing your cake, you are going to now start making sure that your edges are sharp. That is very important, just to give your buttercream cake that beautiful, seamless finishing. So you see that I did not fast forward this video too much, because I want you to get every details in it, right? If you can follow the way I did it, I assure you you're going to have the same result, if not a better result, right? So here I have to fast forward this a bit because this is a base tier, right? It's practically the same thing with the other one I did. So I had to fast forward it. So this is a stacking process. Of course, you cannot just carry, because there's a stacking board in between that other tier. You just carry the cake and put on top like that. I assure you that your cake is going to collapse in the very next minute. So you want to mark the area where the cake will be coming on it, and then insert your PVC pipes. You can use dowel rod, you can use other pipes. Right, so I like to use PVC pipes, right? So you're going to mark it areas and then insert the pipe. So that particular area, that one was too short. It was too high. I had to change it to another one. Even this one was too high there. I think I eventually changed it. Right? Yeah, I think I did. You see, that's why it's not advisable to cut all your sizes of dowel rod or pipes and just keep, because if you assume that your cake is leveled, you may be wrong. So here, you see how it is effortless to lift that other cake and just put on top of this one. So this is the secret, because there's a stacking board under. I know some of us may have seen something like that and we are wondering how was it done? How did they do it? That is because there is a stacking board under that helps to, carry the weight of the cake. Right? So it's as simple as that. So here you have to now see how easy it is to lift. So the entire stacking board is carrying. Then the stacking, the PVC pipe, you see, I inserted it inside. So that is why I said you have to know the length of your cake of both tiers. So assuming this is too big, I will not take time and be cutting it off again. So you want to ensure that you know the length of your cake, so that the pipe can just seamlessly go into the 2-tier cake, and that will also help it from tilting, especially when you want to deliver the cake. So here I was just sealing the areas where it was showing. Here on this this is a printed Louis Vuitton paper. I printed it on paper, and then there is a fondant beneath it. I'm sorry I did not show you that part. It's just roll your fondant and then put the paper on it and cut it out. So these can be edible papers. They could also be ordinary papers, right? It depends on what your client paid for, right? So this particular paper here is not edible. I printed it from a printer shop. So the reason why there is a fondant beneath it is because when you apply the paper directly on your buttercream cake, because of the oil in your buttercream cake, you're going to soak it and it will make it oily. So to avoid that, that's why you put your paper under. That's why you put your fondant. Just roll a very thin fondant on your work surface, apply a little water or spray water, and then put the paper on it and cut it out. It's very simple. Very, very simple. Right? So it just helps to avoid water avoid the buttercream oil from staining the paper and making it look wet. So that's the purpose of wrapping the fondant with the paper. So here I just decorated the cake, right? We're using dollar notes. In Nigeria, if you use actual dollars or our currency, Naira, it's an abuse of Naira. So if you look closely at the dollars that I printed, it is inscribed fake, so that the government wouldn't arrest me for using dollars. Meanwhile, they are not actual dollars, they are just printed ones. So that's why we wrote fake on it. Because here in my country, you can't use dollars like that. They said it's abuse of currency. So if I'm using any money on any cake or anything, I like to write fake on it, so that people can know that it is not actual money, right? Yeah. So these are just printed. So what I do is I just go to Pinterest, I download the money, and of course get the actual size of the dollar and then print it so that it will look realistic, even though they are not real. So for the pictures, I used molds for this part I'm painting now. I'm just painting with edible luster and edible spirit mixed together. So I just cut them out and that is it. But I'm sorry I did not show you that part, but I know it's something very easy that anyone can do, right? So, well, if you would want more of it, just ask in the comment and I'll respond to your question. Thank you. If you've watched to this level, that means you like my video. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. I sincerely appreciate you. Thank you for being on the space. Thank you for your likes, comments, shares. Thank you. Just let us know where you are watching us from, and we will send you a hug in our next video. And this is a special hug to every subscriber on my channel. I love you. Thank you for staying glued. Thank you. You're the reason why I'm here. I post videos and then I get a lot of likes, comment. People send me messages on other social media handles how they are learning from my channel, and it gives me so much joy and courage to keep going on. Thank you so much. I do not take your support and your love for granted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sending you a lot of hugs and kisses. Everyone who has watched my video from any country at all, I'm sending you special hugs and kisses. Thank you so much. And we've come to the end of this particular video. Please kindly rate the cake in the comment section. what you think. Do you like it? What would you have done differently if you were decorating? Thank you so much. See you in my very next video. Bye.